Hi. I trust you're well. I trust you're good. And I trust that things are going on smoothly for you. If you haven't subscribed, please do. If you're a returning subscriber and you haven't turned on your notification bell, please also do. So that when a new video drops, you'll be the first to see it. Yeah. Now, onto today's video. Today's video is about forgiveness. Yeah, forgiveness. I had a different video planned out, trust me. So, yeah, most of this is not really scripted, so wing it. But anyhow, this video is for you. Just know that God has you in mind, when this video came up. So, today's video is on forgiveness. So, no matter how good you are, how much of a jolly good fellow you are, a time will come in some of your relationships that things would go out of hand and things could end badly and people could offend you. The betrayal will cause so much hurt that you just have to deal with it. In all of the betrayals that comes with life, all of the offenses, all of the hurts, all of the letdowns, that could come from, people you just could not believe they would do certain things and they end up doing those certain things, right? One important factor is forgiveness. Forgiveness is actually a must. And don't judge me before you say, oh, holier than thou. What do you mean? Do you know how badly hurt I am and all of that? What he did wasn't fair. Oh, what he did wasn't fair and all of that. I get you. But forgiveness is a requirement, for advancement. Forgiveness is a requirement, to keep a perfect heart before God. Unforgiveness contaminates your heart. There are no two ways about it. Unforgiveness contaminates your heart. Unforgiveness holds you back. It's like putting yourself in a prison while your offender or abuser walks free. It is not necessary. Who is in that prison? You, not them. So it is very important that when hurts and betrayals and things go wrong and we are hurting, we feel so let down. You're asking yourself, how could this have happened to me after all I put into this, after all that I did, after how I tried to make things work. One important thing is to know that in advance you decide that I would forgive. And I truly believe in the saying that forgiveness is divine. Actually, you cannot, I believe that it really takes the help of God to forgive some certain things, right? By nature, I don't like wahala. By nature, I don't like friendships ending, relationship, whether friendship or whatever kind of relationship, whether with older people or younger people or age mates, peer groups, and all of that. I don't like it ending. So I try my best. If it means that, I take as much as, possible to make things work, I try my best to do that. And I pride myself, like I like when people say, oh, you're very accommodating, you're so sweet and all that. But guess what? This same sister nice, this same sweet girl has experienced situations where I felt stabbed, I felt betrayed, I felt emotions that I didn't even know existed, And one of the things I've learned is forgiveness is never really about the other person. Forgiveness is for you. Forgiveness is an obedience to God. Forgiveness sets you free. That's the truth. And as difficult and as unbelievable as it may seem, I'm beginning to agree that if people know better, they will do better. Yeah, they are grown. Some people might be grown and you're wondering, well, not kids. Why would you do that? What came over you and all of that. But really, if people know better, they will do better. Sometimes the people that hurt you never wanted to hurt you. That was not the intention. They do love you or hurt you in some ways. But unfortunately, the devil takes advantage of the cracks in people's lives. So if somebody allows themselves to be influenced by the devil to get at you, do not cooperate with them by allowing the devil contaminate you. Do not cooperate with them by allowing that situation get out of hand. Ask God to help you. In fact, not if you need to, you actually need God to help you to forgive some certain odds. Actually, and this is not me sermonizing you. I've had, I mean, if at best, 3 terrible experiences where one almost crushed me mentally, physically, in every way. And I cannot but thank God for the gift of friends, for the gift of a loving and understanding partner. One was so bad that I didn't even want to get out of my house. I didn't want to go out. I was going to work, but I was very anxious. I was having panic attacks. I was constantly thinking of, maybe the only way to get out of all of these lies and all of this nonsense this person or these people are doing is to just sleep and never wake up. And I was a believer, right? But it was so much for me because of the angle where this particular situation came from. There's some people that will offend you and it's nothing. There's some people that will offend you and you're like, it's painful, that one deep. But there are people that are close to you that will hurt you. And it's like, if this person can do it, life is over. But life is not really over. If you choose to just look away from that scenario and that pain and focus on God and focus on the other good things going on, it will help you start the journey to healing. And I really believe that today's video is just a reminder that God sees you. Psalm 147 verse 3 says that God was saying, I'm the one that heals the brokenhearted. Is the one that binds their wounds. It means that God knows that some situations will happen that will be like, it's like adding salt on injury. Like, it's painful. But God is saying, if you bring it to me, I will mend your heart. If you bring it to me, I will take the pain away. I know it might look like, you are hurting so bad right now. Some things aren't, you're not in a good place. I say feeling is not necessarily true. No matter how, things have gone in some of your relationship with people, forgiveness is the only way forward. Forgiveness is the only way out of that dark. Unforgiveness can put you in a dark corner. That's the truth. As you allow it to linger, you'll be shocked if you don't deal with it. As some of the thoughts, the things, the suggestions of your heart. In fact, the reason why forgiveness is so key is you have to let out that emotion. You have to let it go. If not, the things it will make you do, you would be shocked. Have you not heard of people that killed or attacked, caused havoc and pain to other people, even though they were deeply hurt, they were wronged? But at the end of the day, because they didn't allow themselves forgive and move on from that experience so that they can begin to get on the path to healing, they did crazy things. I remember this movie, Acrimony, Taraji was the lead actress, and she was married to another guy. I don't know the guy's name now. And she went through so much with him, got married with this guy. They suffered together. They just trying to make things work for themselves, trying to make it in life. Things were not adding up, things were not working out, but she was there. Her family members were saying to her, leave this guy, he's a loser. But she stayed. Eventually she left. And not long after she left, the guy made it. And the guy got another woman that believed in him, got married to her. Everything they had discussed that he was going to do for her, if he blows, he did for this other woman. Watching from the sideline the good things happening for this guy and the thing he was doing for the other lady, even though he tried to compensate her in some way. she couldn't just move past it. She couldn't just forgive and begin to heal. She ended up trying to kill them. Unfortunately, she killed herself in the process. Just giving that example because that's like a popular movie, right? And I love that movie so much, and I just find it sad, because she could have been there if she just chilled. Yeah, some things, the guy could have done some things better, right? She could have forgiven, but not forgiving kept her bound to dark emotions. God wants us to forgive. The truth is, unforgiveness will not allow you to move on. Unforgiveness will end you. Unforgiveness will contaminate your heart. And there's something about having a pure heart, a clean heart before God. And I believe there's one prayer I've been praying a lot lately. It's the fact that God should just help my heart. Hold my heart. Let my heart be right. Because, see, another thing is this. Imagine the people that hurt you. They're living their best life. So if you are waiting to have them say sorry to you, the people, Potiphar's wife that lied against Joseph, she never apologized. She never came out to say, I lied against this dude, he's innocent. He's we on this side of eternity that knows that Joseph is innocent. His name was not cleared, yet God loved him. So sometimes the approach you want God to take might not be the approach you will take. Choosing to forgive is knowing I refuse to be the judge over this person's life. I trust the justice system of God to do right by me. So that might mean whatever to God. That might mean, oh, this person will repent and apologize to me. That might mean, this person just changes their way and go on to live better. They might not reach out to me. That might not mean that God will kill them, and it's fine. That might not mean that God will cause havoc in their lives, and you have to be fine with it, because forgiveness is about you. You're standing before God. It's about your life, refusing to give the power over your life to another person to keep you bound. And sometimes it could also mean that God chastising this person or these people. But mind you, I beg you, no matter what happens in this life, do not get to a point where you rejoice at people's downfall, even when they hurt you. One thing I've learned in the journey of forgiveness is God meant it when He said, vengeance is mine, I will recompense. I mean, I know, call this childish, call this whatever, but I would rather have God defending me than defending myself, because I genuinely feel sometimes I don't even know how to defend myself. What can I do? Why am I against this person or these people? It's not worth it. And while we're at it, I know it's social media age. No matter what someone has done to you, especially when they are family and close acquaintance, please never take to social media to drag yourself, or to try and sort it, or to try and solicit for pity. You don't have to be right by anybody's standard. You don't have to. There are ways you can clear your name behind the scene. There are ways you can try. And why talking about that point? Forgiveness is not the same thing as reconciliation. Reconciliation is not with everybody. Forgiveness is a must, it's about you. Reconciliation is both parties have agreed that, oh, we messed up, or both parties have agreed on the details of what happened in a situation, and have decided to work things out. Not everybody will agree with you that they offended you. Not everybody will agree with you that they were in the wrong. You have to be okay with that and forgive them. Because it's not about them. Yes, they've messed up, it's their life. But you have to do better. You have to watch your heart. You have to heal, because there's so much ahead. I'm a sucker for the fact that my best days are ahead. I don't have better days that behind me. So I want to see everything, do everything possible in my power to always make sure that I'm advancing towards my better days. To always make sure that I don't have, regret, or unforgiveness makes you keep looking at the past. How do you move ahead? And sometimes I get it. People do things that, oh my God, Some are so bad that you don't want to keep. I remember one time I was praying in the night, and a friend reached out to me. My phone was ringing. I was like, okay. But I knew I should pick it, right? So I reached for my phone and I picked that. I was like, hey, what's up? I reached for my phone. I was like, hey, what's up? And he said, um, God said you're autumn. And I was like, yes, I am. But I've prayed about these things and, I'm fine. Prayed about these people and everything. I was like, no, God says it. I wanted to say some things. And it just occurred to me that God sees me again, even though I know in my head, it just clicked again. This video is a reminder that God sees you. He does not approve of what has been done to you. Forgiveness does not mean you are naive, you're stupid, you have amnesia, you cannot remember what they did to you. But it's you just choosing to honor God with your life and let go and just trusting that, you can handle this. You will sort me and do right by me. Look at Joseph. With everything that was done to him, he turned out right. He's a forgiving person. Look at David. With everything Saul did to David, David had an opportunity to kill Saul, but he didn't jump on it. It's why I said, no matter what people have done, when you hear something go wrong in their lives, part of forgiveness is not to rejoice over it. Pray for them. I remember one time somebody close to me hurt me, and we met up somewhere. And I prayed about this. I even sought counsel because it really pained me. Because sometimes, that's why you have to know that, when people hurt you, they don't mean it. And especially when there's a pattern to things, in the sense that, people keep hurting you in a particular way or similar ways, and these people don't know each other. So you know that really, it's not as if they consulted each other and say, okay, we have to get this person. It means that I'll just watch myself and pray about it. God, I don't know what it is about this aspect of my life, why people keep hurting me. But rather than allow the devil take advantage of this aspect of my life, I hand it over to you, help me, and all of that. And we met up, and I saw her, I blanked out. I didn't know I was still hurting. Like I couldn't even greet her. And we're asking her, won't you greet so and so? And eventually she muttered a greeting. I looked at her. I couldn't, it was like my tongue got stuck. I couldn't greet. And I was wondering, Christian sister, I couldn't. Eventually I could mutter a reply. It was cold. It was. I had to ask God to help me because that shocked me. I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know I could do that. Don't forget I said I could be very calm, loving. I don't like banters, I don't like fights, I don't like drama. Even though I can be dramatic, playful, but I don't like drama. I don't like nasty. I don't play nasty. I don't like nasty people. I don't like nasty situations. So I was shocked I could. Well, great. I had to keep praying about it. Eventually, got so good. I became very okay with the person. But in speaking to reconciliation, I didn't complete my thoughts, my line of thought. It's not everybody you can reconcile with. You can love somebody from afar. That's another thing that I had to learn. That I can really, I thought if I'm forgiving you, you have to be in the same space. I will not remember what you've done again. No, you have to learn to forgive what you can't forget. And you have to learn to be okay in some cases to love people from afar, because you know that if you let them into your space again, they would hurt you. They will betray you. And now it's not on God. It's you that were not discerning. It's you that were not wise. That was not wise. In rounding up this video, I've come to learn there are two aspects to forgiveness. You forgive the actual fact, like what was done. And you also learn to forgive and heal from the impact of what was done to you. Sometimes we feel, oh, forgiveness is a day journey. No. Sometimes it's a process, especially when your temperament is, imagine a melancholy that was hot. It can't be a day. It can't be a day thing. But God sees your heart that you are praying about this thing. God sees your heart that you have decided to forgive and obey Him and do right by this person. and it consistently heal your heart. It's a journey. So you don't have to allow everybody back in your space in the name of forgiveness. You'll be shocked that some people will keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over to you because you keep taking them back. You have to make your peace with forgiving and loving certain people from afar. That's fine. In some situations, when people decide, oh, we can reconcile, we agree on what has happened, and I'm sorry, I won't do it again. Genuine repentance. In Joseph's case, you could see that his brothers, when eventually revealed his identity, they genuinely repented so they could cohabit. Some people do not change. Love them, pray for them, but let them be away. That's wisdom. So I hope this video helped you in some ways, on, your journey to forgiving people or whatever it is that people have done to you. You really see reason to the fact that it is important to forgive. It is important to heal. Start that journey to healing from the hurt and pain of what people have done to you by choosing to forgive. And in case you are still in your feelings and things are still fresh, if you're at that point, it's fine. I apologize on their behalf. It might not count much, but I guess it's something. I'm sorry they did what they did to you. I'm sorry it affected you mentally and physically the way it did. I'm sorry that you had to deal with so much. Like I said, I had to deal with a particular experience that if I wasn't a Christian, if I didn't have the right people around me, I could have committed suicide. It was that bad. That affected me in every form. It took years to heal. I didn't want to do much in my life anymore. I'm still recovering from the experience. It's now that I'm beginning to come out of my shell, actually. I remember one point I was thinking, how did I get to the point where I'm not even enjoying the little things of life anymore? Because, no, you have the power to say no today. No to somebody, some people, because of what they've done, hold you back by being unforgiving, by becoming bitter. Don't be a bitter person. Pray for them. If you need to take a class, read about forgiveness, whatever it is that sets you on the path to heal, please do it. You can do it. You can actually look back at that experience and thank God for it. I mean, that's another thing I've learned. God does not approve of it. But when it happens, it can turn that mess into something beautiful and build strength for you, for the journey ahead, for the other things that you have to accomplish. If you haven't liked this video, like it. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Share this video with a lot of people. I love you so much. See you next time. Bye.